Once upon a time, there were two brethren. Anpu was the name of the elder, while Bata was the younger one.
Good morning, Anpu.
Good morning. Where's Bata? I'm here. Come here. Let's have breakfast together. Sure. How's our farm, Bata?
It's okay, Andrew. The crops are healthy. The others were already harvested.
Well, that's good. I'm really glad that you're here by my side.
Bata grew to be an excellent worker. There is no other man like him, for the Spirit of God was in him. At the dawn of day, he took bread which he had baked, and laid it before his elder brother, and he took with him his bread to the field.
Good morning, my friend. Okay, I'll take you in the other house then. Now, at the time of plowing, let us make ready for ourselves, for the land is come out from the water. Moreover, you will come to the field with corn, for we will begin the plowing tomorrow morning. Ahoy, Andrew. I will take care of it.
Saturday morning, they went to the fields with their things, and their hearts were pleased exceedingly with their task in the beginning of their work.
Come here, Bata. Bring us corn to the farm. Go get the corn. Anpu needs it. Do not delay.
Go open the cabin and get it. Can't you see I'm busy tying my hair? How much corn do you need? Is that all?
3 bushels of barley and 2 in wheat. In all 5. This is what I'm carrying.
You know what, Bata? You have so much strength in you. Come, stay with me, and I will make you work for a while. I'll create beautiful garments.
I can't do that. You're like a mother to me. And my elder brother, who's like a father who raised me well. What is that wickedness that you have said to me? I won't tell any man about what happened today. What happened to you, my dear?
Your brother did this to me.
Why? What did he do to you?
When he came to take for your corn, he found me. He found me sitting alone, and he said to me that we should be together. And I refused. And as I refused, he beat me. If you let him live,
Anpu rushed to the south. He sharpened his knife. He took it in his hand. He stood behind the door of his stable to slay his younger brother as he came in the evening to bring his cattle into the stable.
My good Lord, who separates the evil from the good, help me! Stop! I'll kill you, Bata! How dare you seduce my wife?
Ra stood and heard all his cry, and Ra made a wide water between him and his elder brother, and it was full of crocodiles, and the one brother was on one bank, and the other on the other bank.
Stand still until the dawn of day, and when Ra arise, I shall judge with you before him. I will not be with you anymore forever. I will go to the valley of Cedar.
Now when the land was lightened and the next day appeared, Ra Harakti arose, and one looked onto the other.
You seriously chased and slay me in craftiness when you did not hear my side. I am your brother in truth, and I treat you like a father, and your wife as my mother. When you send me to get your corn, your wife tries to seduce me. You coming to slay me with your knife was an abomination. When you go to your house, you must look after your cattle, for I can stay in the place where you are. I'm going to the valley of Cedar. When there are things happening unto me, you will know it. I will draw out my heart and hid it on the top of the flowers of the cedar. When the cedar is cut down and it falls to the ground, you must search for it within 7 years. Do not let my heart be wearied. When you found it, put it in a cup of cold water, so I can live again. And if something is happening to me, the cup of beer you're holding will be troubled. Go and search for me right away.
Anpu!
We have to talk!
No! No! Anpu, what are you doing?
How dare you! Is my brother really the traitor? Or is it you, my beloved wife?
What? What are you talking about?
You fool me! You're the one who deserves to die! Treacherous imbecile!
Anpu,
Many days later, Bata reached the valley of the Cedar that lay in the desert hills close to the sea and rested there till his wound was healed. He lived by hunting the desert game and slowly built himself a fine house in the shadow of the great cedar tree that gave the valley its name. Among the branches of the tree he hid his heart. He soon had everything he wanted except a companion. Bata went out of his tower and met the 9 gods, who walked forth to see the whole land. One day, the Ennead were walking in the valley and came upon the house of Bata.
I pity this man for being alone.
So, what are you suggesting that we do?
Let us wait for Ra to decide.
The 9 gods pitied his loneliness, and Ra ordered Num to make a wife for Bata on his potter's wheel. When the gods had breathed life into her, she was the most beautiful woman ever created. But even the Ennead could not give her a loving heart, and when the 7 Hathors gathered to declare her fate,
Num, come here. In order to make Bata a companion, I demand you to make him a wife.
There you go.
In the name of Ra, a wife he wishes, a wife he shall get.
Bata, your brother has killed his wicked wife. You are now avenged. Now, virtuous Bata, here is a wife for you to be your companion in this lonely place.
as soon as Bata saw her, he loved her and he knew that whoever met her would desire her.
My wife,
Yes, Bata.
I have to tell you something. Promise to me, you won't tell this to anyone.
Okay, Bata. I promise. What's that all about?
I hid my heart below the cedar tree. Must take care of it.
Why?
The cedar tree is connected to my soul. It must be taken care of. And if the tree will cut off, I will die.
What? Okay, Bata. I will take care of it.
After a few hours, Bata's wife soon grew bored with being shut up in the house. And one day, while Bata was hunting, she went outside for a walk. The cedar tree saw her and surged up the valley to embrace her. Bata's wife screamed and turned to run, but the sea bellowed to the cedar tree.
Stop it! Stop!
The beautiful hair floated to the place where the royal washermen were laundering the clothes of Pharaoh. They dipped his fine linen tunics in the Nile, beat them on the rocks, and spread them out to dry. But the scent of the lock of hair had filled the river, and it perfumed the clothes too.
You should wash this well, okay? Why does it smell scent of a woman? You're right. Be the water. It must be the lake. Yeah. You're right, but I don't see anything from the river.
Why are my clothes smell like a woman's scent? One of you surely perfumed the clothes while watching it.
Sire, we don't put any perfume on your clothes. We simply washed it in the river Nile. Aha! Now I know the source of the mysterious perfume. Sire! 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 I found out the source of the mysterious perfume.
Surely Satyr must belong to the daughter of Ra.
That envoys travel to every foreign land to search for her. But we've heard that the most beautiful of all women is in the valley of Cedar, so send 20 envoys there.
Worry.
Where is your wife?
Report this to the Pharaoh. I'll stay here.
Okay.
One by one, the envoys came back from the foreign lands to say that their search had failed. Last of all, a single wounded envoy returned from the Valley of the Cedar. Bata had killed all the rest when he had discovered their errand.
I'm sorry, my lord. The search was a failure. I am the only survivor. But I assure you that the woman I saw is the daughter of Ra.
The surviving messenger promised Pharaoh that Bata's wife was the woman he sought, so a great army was sent to fetch her.
Search for the woman in the Cedar village!
Yes, my
To the army traveled an old woman whom Pharaoh had chosen for her cunning tongue. When they neared the Valley of the Cedar, the old woman went ahead of the army and persuaded Bata's wife to let her into the house while he was away hunting.
Who are you? And what are you doing here?
Young lady, please listen to me. Please, take this gift as a symbol of the Pharaoh's love for you.
Oh my god! These are so expensive!
My dear, you are a gorgeous human being. That is why the Pharaoh loves you.
But how about my husband, Bata? We should cut down the cedar tree.
Long before, Bata had told his beloved wife where his heart was hidden, and now she used the
These are
secret
my
to destroy him.
favorite.
The Egyptian soldiers were summoned and told to hack down the cedar tree.
Sire! Guards.
I am so glad to see you wearing all the jewels I gave.
Thank you, my lord.
My pleasure.
At the very moment when Bata was killed, Anpu saw the beer in his jug bubble and froth, and he knew that something terrible had happened.
Bata? Bata! No! Bata!
Remembering Bata's words, he began to search for his brother's heart amongst the branches of the fallen cedar. For 3 years he searched in vain. By the beginning of the 4th year, he was longing to be back in Egypt.
If I don't find a heart tomorrow, I shall go home.